Hi everyone. This week vlog is in reference to the article that we were supposed to read and then to answer the questions in regards to the article we read. So the questions this week are: what advice would you give to low to mid major Division One programs who wanted to exploit streaming to make money? And then tell us what kinds of possible revenue streams that they might consider monetizing. So to begin, just want to kind of start off with some background. When there's one school or conference that kind of takes off and takes the lead and is held as an innovator, it's kind of hard for other schools and conferences to catch up. And you think about Notre Dame and University of Penn when we say innovators and those who are ahead of the curve. But the Big Ten network opened up a possibility for both big and small schools. No matter how big or small a school is, they still have a fan base. And so creating a network might not be a bad idea for those small to mid-sized colleges and the Division One programs. So my advice would be to canvass their fan base and see if they have enough support to create an entire network, or if they should start small, like offering real-time scores or a radio program, or if they should just add a YouTube channel. I would recommend that they find any media channel to promote their school and their academic reputation. The other piece of advice I would offer is for smaller schools to find other companies who are just as hungry as they are to make a profit to partner with. For instance, if there are several, Division II programs or Division I smaller programs, and if they band together and they find a local TV station within their area, then they can use that to drum up some type of interest in their schools, their programs, being smaller schools, attract their local fan base to offer state some type of programs, and then they can, that TV station, that local TV station, if they're not on cable television, depending on how big they get, then they can eventually move to say pitching to an ABC, an ESPN, or NBC to see if they'll pick it up, and then that way they'll have more profit, more availability, and better ideas to market the smaller to mid schools to their local communities, and then build locally to geographically maybe, and then nationally, and then internationally. So that would be my recommendation. Start small sometimes, go big. You got to canvas and see what your fan base wants or what works best for them. You can't just offer something and not know if it's going to work or not. So that would be my biggest suggestion there. And then tell us of some kind of possible revenue streams that they might consider monetizing. So first off, I would say use blogs, YouTube channels, Facebook fan pages, online radios, webcasts, mobile radio stations, direct TV, Dish Network, and cable TV. No, it sounds like a lot, but my best advice in this area, again, start small and then gradually get bigger. For example, if they go into radio because that's the easiest market to gain access to, go radio, get your fan base up, get the audience, market to that audience. Then once you get that radio program off the ground, then you move to online blogs or vlogs, and you do things like that. So they go hand in hand with the commentators. So you get good commentators, and you get your video logs and your good radio station, and all of those things just start to mesh well. And then you add a Facebook fan page. Then that way it gives your fans a way to interact with you and tell you what they like and what they don't like and how to do just different things. And then from there, you're using up a few different media channels and kind of seeing what else is out there, because when one door opens, there's generally other doors that begin to open as well, especially if you are doing a really good job in what you do. My other area of revenue or revenue stream I would tell them to do is think of a slogan that sticks to your school. Like, for instance, the Jayhawks have Rock Chalk Nation, right? You can get that slogan, put it on a few t-shirts or book bags or keychains or lanyards, and begin to sell that. Money that comes in, especially if it's inexpensive. Sometimes if you make those t-shirts in bulk, you pay less for it, and then you can sell it at a decent price to get more people to purchase it. And then that way again, it's something that you're displaying. It shows who you are as a school, and it sticks with you because people remember slogans sometimes before they'll remember a school name or a school color or the major player. Then the other thing I would say is to, for the school, the university, the college, to put on clinics and summer camps to focus on the drills and the fundamental skills of each sport. With doing this, I think they're going to expand and add on a new demographic of fans that they didn't have before. I know I have a younger brother who is a huge Villanova fan, and growing up, I went to Villanova camps, and so I would say, and we sent him to the Villanova camps as well. So sending them to those camps and those clinics, it expands the option to gain more money. It's because those children, parents always want to please their children. So if the children are interested, then you then get the parents on board, and so there you go, adding more profits to the original lineup of things. So those would be my recommendations, and those would be the possible revenue streams I would say that a college or university can take just to bring in more money to the school and help build up their network and their reputation, both academically and athletically. Thanks for listening, guys. Have a good one.